At this point, I've told quite a few people about the ME. Yet still I'm surprised when I revisit the subject with some, they'll repeat the usual, companies update their logos all the time, as if we never went over that and made it crystal clear that's not what's happening. I can tell they haven't even bothered to look into it. They stubbornly assume the original versions must be out there somewhere. Mainstream logo branded products are mass marketed and mass produced. When it's a standard company update, there's a history of it. Former versions will still exist and be readily found. Allow me to demonstrate. Let's start with cup of noodles. Huh? Cup noodles? Call me irrational for trusting old perceptions, but I know damn well there used to be an O between these words. If only there were a simple way to confirm. How about looking up, I don't know, old commercials?
How do you noodle? Cup of noodles. The deliciously original recipe that's much more than a soup. Remember, nobody noodles like cup of noodles from Nissan.
Here it is reliably, as to be expected. When companies change their name and designs, it doesn't retroactively alter everything that came before it. When it's a Mandela affected change, it will. You won't get this kind of clear-cut result. You'll be forced to desperately widen your search and will still come up empty-handed. All former products and marketing materials will be changed, reflecting the new reality, going all the way back, as if it's always been that way. This one pees me off just as much as ET Phone Home. It too frequently gets cited as a major ME when all it takes is the slightest bit of research to disprove.
Cup of noodles, so good and easy. Just add hot water, wait 3 minutes, and you've got it made. Right in its own cup. Lots of tasty noodles, plus vegetables and seasoning in a rich, hearty broth.
Delicious.
Gathering more information, we can readily discover parent company Nissan introduced the product to the US in 1973 as Cup of Noodles, then simply changed the name later in 1993. Not too difficult to process, right? Didn't take much effort. Let's try another. I have never used this stuff, my skin is radiant enough as it is, but I know 100% it used to be oil of Olay, not just Olay. How do I know with such arrogant certainty? Because I trust my mind and senses to be reliable enough to know I've bore witness to it countless times on other people's bathroom counters, store shelves, magazine ads, and TV commercials. All it takes is the same basic search into the company's marketing history to confirm.
It's a question I'm not afraid to ask, because I've discovered oil of Olay, the beauty fluid that's similar to your skin's own natural fluids.
Discover the mystery of oil of Olay. It can help you look younger too.
Try accomplishing this with something like Depends. You won't find it. The original with the S belongs to Nelson now. You'll have to settle for Depend.
Get back into life. Get back into life with Depend.
KFC? I remember it used to be the full words, fully spelled out. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nelson, did you have a hand in this? Don't worry, he isn't always to blame. Here it is, perfectly preserved with its logo history and old commercials.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Try getting this result with a Chick-fil-A. It won't happen. Not on Nelson's watch. What's this? Little Debbie Nutty Buddy. I remember they were called Nutty Bars. Actually, I'm familiar with both, and both still exist. Even sometimes found together on the same store shelves. But try digging deep into a Haagen-Dazs. Nelson's inconsiderately kept the original, all for himself. Kit and Caboodle. I haven't had pets in quite a while, but my fallible memory solidly recalls it used to be Kit in as in the letter N, Caboodle. Has it retroactively changed like Kit Kat?
You want the whole kit and caboodle. It's a real dining experience.
Nope. Here it is, safe and sound, which is to be expected. Because it's a standard company revision.
Kitten Caboodle brand cat food. So many shapes and flavors, it makes other meals seem downright mousy.
Cats.
We could continue endlessly with this exercise, so I hope this makes my point. The Mandela effect is not caused by basic company revamps. If a short-lived lesser brand like Kitten Caboodle can be readily found, even more findable should be the missing cornucopia, Fruit Loops with the regular spelling, My Bologna with a second name, M-E-Y-E-R, Cheez-Its, pluralized, Kit Kat with a dash. Typically, old former logos are incredibly easy to find. And why is that again? Because they've been mass-marketed, mass-produced. But research into any of the bona fide Mandela effect logo brand changes, and the original versions won't be found. At best, you'll find photoshopped mock-ups of what they used to be, some of which are seen here, and if lucky, find quality residuals. Now, some will look at these, ignore any changed item they resonate strongly with, and instead focus on that one particular example that's unchanged for them or weakest in their mind that can be rationalized away, so they can allow themselves to dismiss the entire phenomenon, then crawl back into their reality safe space. A debunk one, then you've debunked them all mentality. Just because there's certain ones you find explainable or to have never changed, ought not erase the fact that there are also ones that have impossibly changed. You don't let one discredit the other.
Only Mr. Bungle would do that.
As well as I've known these 5 brands, and as gold star and Emmy they'd be if they ever actually got Mandela'd, I have known my foundationals, along with many others Nelson's claimed for his collection, just as well if not 1,000 times better. The Occam's razor's so-called critical thinking path for many, though, is to say we can't accurately know such items well enough to recognize when they've changed. That we must fiercely adhere to the indoctrinated rules of reality we've been given, ignore what's been realized, disregard any newly perceived experiences, unless or until backed by peer-reviewed studies from experts in academia. Defer to someone else, appeal to authority, rather than trust our own mind and senses. Sadly, it seems, there will always be those who can't accept or comprehend they've been living a restrictive false paradigm, even after they've searched and seen the evidence staring them right in the face.